Their diarrhea, diarrhea full of shit. Just play along with me, myself, and I. No one else. Hey, yo, I'm so legit. Hey, Katie Boo. Hey, girl. How be you? I see you're still friends with fatty-mcfatphuk. She should probably check your bra. It looks like you're trying to smuggle BBs. Or frozen peas. So, bit nippy in there, is it? Why don't you start a fire in the fireplace? Is that a real fireplace? Doesn't look like it. It's awfully shallow. It's not really set up. White brick, painted. That would be covered with soot and smoke and whatnot. So I'm going to say it's fake. I'm surprised they didn't put something in it. Like a plant or something. You got that one. What's the word? Asymmetrical. It's like you should have a plant on the other side. Is it a fake one? Is that a crown that I see? Did you steal that from your ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, or is it your current man's crown? I could never wear another man's crown any more than I could wear another man's pants. I could drive another man's car and another man's woman. But some things shouldn't be done. There are several sacred things in this world that you don't ever mess with. One of them happens to be another man's fries. Remember that, and you will live a long and healthy life. It's from the movie Men at Work, about garbage men. Oldie but goodie. Wait a minute. You've been spying on me? Well, I wouldn't really consider it spying. Well, what did you really consider it then? I don't remember what he said. You ever dated a garbage man? I've never been a garbage man. Just speaking generally. I'm not necessarily talking about our future, It's pure garbage. So, anyway. I went through Burger King the other day, the drive-thru, and they asked me if I wanted a crown. The paper one, I should have said yes and then wore it. And then take it over to my mom's house and say, they offered me the crown, and I took it, wore it home, and now I'm bringing it over here for Arlo. That's the name of one of her dogs. She's got two boy Frenchies, Tank and Arlo, and Lily, which is the girl dog. She's a runt. And I've mentioned them before. They're all like different types. Tank is really muscular, and he's got like black, wiry hair, and he's got the biggest head and the biggest ears. Arlo has got the softest, smoothest fur. He's white with a brown spot on his side. And he's a doofus dork. He's a lap dog. Tank, not so much. He's more like, I'm just going to stand here. You can pet me if you want to. If not, that's cool too. But Arlo is just like, if you're not petting him, he's like, hey. And Lily has got the smallest ears. She's got like an overbite. She looks like a gremlin. She's got gray fur. And I think I already mentioned she's a runt. And they all three have different personalities. But one of the things that Arlo likes to do is he'll walk around with a piece of cardboard in his mouth. He won't chew it. He'll just walk around with it. And he's very jealous and guarding of it, from the other dogs. He'll growl and whatnot. but he's very proud to show people. He'll walk up to you and like present it to you, you know. And it's like you have to pet him and acknowledge him, and then he'll walk off, you know. Anyway, I've been to Hawaii. It's a long time ago, family vacation with like, you know, my mom and dad and sister. Yeah. They don't have, I don't know if they have ticks on Hawaii. I know they don't have snakes, supposedly. I don't know if that's true or not. And yeah, the rock thing. I think that was lava rocks. You could take rocks home, maybe, maybe not, because of the island thing. And then I remember the guy who said that, we were on like this tour thing, and he's like, and ironically, they sell rocks in the gift shop, you know, and blah blah blah. So much for that. But yeah, animals that I saw. Don't remember seeing any turtles. Saw some dolphins and a whale, humpback whale. Didn't see any seals. I didn't know they had seals in Hawaii. That's it. That's all I remember. Did some snorkeling. Took like it was like a dolphin seeing trip. It started raining really heavy, but it was warm. So we were hauling ass as fast as that little outboard boat or moat, you know, rubber boat could go. I felt like a Navy SEAL. But what else did we do? So these tours, you know, they have like these little guided things, and this is the history of the islands and blah blah blah. Took a helicopter tour, and then we also took like a van tour, and we ate lunch. What else did we do? Went to a luau, had the pig roast or whatever. One of the hula girls asked me to dance, and they took a bunch of people up there on stage, and they had the people with their backs facing the crowd, so I guess it wasn't so, you know, what's the word, mortifying, you know, because most people don't like to do that. I was up there, I looked like such a stereotypical tourist. I had on my I actually wore shoes with laces back then. They were kind of like dress boots, kind of like work boots, but they were dress boots. Khaki shorts, not board shorts, khaki shorts, you know, with like the pockets. A muscle shirt and a silk Hawaiian shirt with the battleships on it. I've got it in my closet. And like one of them old man fisherman hats. It was blue. So I was up there, took surfing lessons. I could stand up on the board and ride the wave into shore, but I couldn't do any turns or anything. The guy said, if you fall off, don't dive in because you could hit your head on the bottom, and don't jump in feet first because you might hit your feet on a rock or something. Said like dive flat. So he's got a picture of me jumping off the front of my board, like no facial expression whatsoever. I've got my hands like behind me. Basically, it looked like I was just standing up, only, you know, I was horizontal, and my facial expression just looked like I was waiting for a bus. You know, as where he's got one of my sister, and she's got her hands out, and she's kind of like trying to balance, and she's got a look, you know, of like concentration, you know, on her face, you know, and then there's me, which is, I think it's a funny picture. Maybe it's around here somewhere. So, went yogging on the beach. Started talking to this guy. He invited me to some barbecue. I didn't show up, but what else did we do? Yeah, the whale watching thing went on. That was like a bigger boat. Saw some fucking whales too. Saw them like breach, you know. Didn't see any sharks. My snorkel had a leak in it, so I basically just had to hold my breath. I could have probably went and swapped it out, but whatever the fuck ever. So when we're married, we'll have to go somewhere special on our honeymoon. I don't know if you got a man or not. Fortunately, I'm just a troll. I don't do that shit. This is complete and utter fucking bullshit, so it doesn't matter anyway. But I remember when Bunny Humper was my main, I thought she was the one. And I told her we'll have to go to some place where like the hotel was a giant tree house. And I got the idea. I used to watch this TV show called River Monsters, and it was this fisherman that would catch gnarly ass fish with like teeth, that lived in the Amazon River and shit. And I said, we'll have to go someplace special. Don't want to go on a cruise, because that's basically just a floating hotel. We're not going to Australia under any circumstances, because someone like you probably sees Australia through the lenses of koala bears, wombats, and kangaroos. I see Australia through the lens of huntsman spiders, giant insects that either bite or sting. What else? Nasty, nasty shit. But it's always been my dream to go to Australia. Fuck. Fine. And I wouldn't want to, I'd have to buy bug spray when I got there. I don't think you could take that, speaking of TSA pat downs, it's a chemical. And I don't know how that would work. The whole plane is cargo pressurized, I would think. Otherwise, it'd be too much pressure on the floor, because they keep the baggage under the, where the people sit. So I don't think that would be a problem. I don't think that's temperature controlled. Maybe it is. Fuck, I don't know. But anyway. I'm halfway through that video. I'm going to go ahead and... Some of them I watch in their entirety, some of them I don't. I didn't watch the rest of that one. I think I had like 20 minutes left where you were the self-assurance talk. I mean, if that girl can look at herself in the mirror, I'm sure she can. The mental gymnastics that she's capable of and the positive words of encouragement, she can pull off ridiculous amounts of delusional talk. She ought to be illegal, to even exist. Somebody ought to just trank her and put her out of her misery. She's got two butts, for crying out loud. One in the back and one in the front. I mean, and she does that a lot. She wears those tight pants. So again, it's like, yeah, you're a giant blob, but that's okay. Everybody's beautiful in their own way. No, they're not. Her face is wider than it is tall. And she's, speaking of that, she's the same height as you, maybe a little bit taller. Holy shit. But she still looks enormous standing next to you, and I'm sure she outweighs you by like 5 times. So... anyway. Let's see, I'm 15 minutes in. Guess that's all I got to say. Yeah, yeah.